This is a man who was extremely fussy about his food. Even though the chefs tried their best to present all kinds of dishes, there was never a single dish that he liked. One day, a female chef named Lisa came to the back of the kitchen. Everyone expected her to come up with something new, but on her first day, she made the prince an ordinary dish of rice with vegetables. But the crown prince usually has a table full of delicacies. The prince was furious to see such a shabby rice dish on the table, so he ordered Lisa to be thrown out. But Lisa had a plan. She didn't believe that anyone could resist the temptation of her handmade rice buns. Lisa had always wanted to be the best cook in the world. During the competition for the God of Cookery, she won first place with a dish of scrambled eggs with spring onions, but because she didn't pay a bribe to the steward, she was assigned to work under the prince. Lisa had heard that Jack was notoriously difficult to serve. She thought Jack must be tired of eating meat and fish, so she made a homemade dish of steamed rice for a change. But Jack decided that Lisa was just trying to make a fool out of him. He ordered Lisa out of the palace, but the next moment, he was attracted by the aroma of vegetable rice. After one taste, he was captivated by the amazing flavor. He ate the whole plate of rice in no time. He wanted to have another one, but Lisa had already been chased away. When the steward saw this, he hurried to chase after her, but Lisa deliberately slowed down her pace. In the end, she agreed to go back to cooking, but she put forward 3 conditions. Firstly, she has to double her salary every month. Secondly, she would be in charge of all matters in the kitchen. And lastly, the prince would eat whatever she cooked. But Jack was very upset when he heard that. But on second thought, Lisa's food was really delicious. The prince could only tolerate it. At the same time, he also wanted to see if this arrogant cook was really good. However, just when he was full of expectations, Lisa made him some steamed buns and a plate of fried shredded pork. This perfunctory dish made the prince pick it up and get angry with Lisa. Lisa, on the other hand, doesn't panic and asks Jack if he remembers their agreement. Jack was speechless. He reluctantly picked up the steamed bun and broke it open and put the shredded pork in the middle. When he took a bite, he was shocked by the smell of the food. Seeing that the other party was convinced by his cooking skills, Lisa thought her career as a royal chef would be smooth sailing. But unexpectedly, at the royal banquet, the crown prince's 2 brothers learned that Jack has a very good cook with him, so they began to make it difficult for him to cook a dish. This seemingly simple request pushed the prince into a corner. Because his 2 brothers have very different tastes, it was impossible to satisfy both of them with one dish, and both brothers have been away from home since they were young. Now he couldn't understand their tastes either, but he couldn't resist his brother's persuasion. So he agreed. So the crown prince changed his usual irritable and impolite behavior. He begged Lisa to help him. Lisa had no choice but to agree to the prince's request. In order to find out the dietary habits of the 2 princes, Lisa had to pretend to be a dancer to get into the royal residence. But her poor dancing skills were immediately recognized. Carl even deliberately dragged her to the table and made a move on her. Under such an attack,